Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are watching. This is Zuzana Mukumai, and welcome to another interview from Real Intercultural Couples. Today, my guest is Teresa, who is like me from the Czech Republic, and she will tell you more about where she lives, who is her partner. Hi, Teresa, I'm so excited to have you here.
Hi, I'm very appreciate your invite me. My name is Teresa. I'm originally from Czech Republic and currently living in England. I'm in long-term relationship with my partner, who is originally from Ghana, and I'm thinking that I could be the right person who can give you some advice or some share of my experience with multicultural relationship. Uh, so that's the short I can tell about me.
No, that's
Um,
that's that's great, and I'm very excited. Like this is a wonderful combination: Czech Republic, Ghana, Europe, Africa, because I have the same Europe Africa combination. So the first question I usually ask everybody, because that's the question everybody is curious about, is how did you meet? Like, what is your story?
well, we met in 2019 when from the beginning, when I moved into England in my first job. We met as a colleagues. We just uh, like to each other. We start to talk. We talk more and more, and then at the end, we decided to start dating. And at the end we fall in love. Me personally, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready to go into any relationship because my first what was in my mind was to be focusing more on myself and not into any other guy, any guy. So, but at the end, we fell in love and we are still together until now.
Hmm. And I, because if I understand well, you have a blog about your own life, and also I noticed on your Instagram that you post lots of pictures of Ghanaian food, which I
Yes.
found like very exciting. And I'm sure we always have to touch food. Like usually when I talk with women who live abroad, we always start talking about food. But before we go into like maybe the food and other things, I wanted to ask Ghana, Czech Republic, it's quite a big difference in the cultures. Did you experience any challenges so far? Either maybe in the beginning, or maybe in the beginning everything was perfect and the challenges start to come later. So how was it in your case?
Well, my experience is that from the beginning, to be honest, I did not feel any big differences from the beginning. But later, as time we move together, we live together every day. I faced some few things which was a little bit challenges. Like I can say, for example, helping non-family members with money. This is
Mm-hmm.
something. This is something in we what in our culture we are not used to. In Czech Republic, we're not sending money to our friends, so it could be become sometimes annoying if some friends who you not seen long time, they whenever they talk to you, they start asking you for money, and this is something what every month, every foreign person who is coming to Europe needs to have some limits. You can't help, but you need to know some limits because things are expensive, and you need to know why you came for in Europe. Because if you want to build some stable future, it's not about you send all your money to friends and you don't have nothing. So that was
Mm-hmm.
one thing. I was we was both challenging with that, and but I think my partner realized that that he can't do that. Yeah. So this is one thing which is I can say cultural differences, which I take it hard from the beginning. Yeah. And I think I'm sure that every woman with a foreign man, with some man with other country will definitely face it, especially from Africa, with African men.
Yeah, as you say, like this is a huge topic, and I have a number of my clients who had the same issues because of the limits, basically, or the borders, and it's very important to understand the setup, and as you said, like also to find the balance between you like him having you as a partner, as a family, and then having the broader family he's supporting.
Yeah.
So I think like at some point they everybody needs to realize like what makes sense, what is the balance, that the immediate family is supported, and then also the cultural kind of obligations are observed. And me personally, like we didn't have big issues with this because we are not typical like family, because we don't have almost like very few like members of African family, which can be disadvantage and advantage as well. But I know it can be very difficult, and especially when you live in Europe, then you start to have children, and the expenses, as you said, are quite high. How you said that he kind of realized it, like what was the turning point, or what was the moment he suddenly realized I need to do things differently?
Well, he knew that he can't send all his saving, all his money to the family, so that he have to realize it himself. He has to. I always try talk to him. We always talk to each other, and I think it's very important then that me and him, we both put same effort. We put same effort to the relationship and to the things around everything we do. We put effort. If everyone can fail, I can fail. He can fail. Then it's me, the person who just have to give him hand and just take him up. Yeah, if it's some issue or anything, it's good to talk, explain, don't shout. Yeah, is
I love the way you said that, like both of the couple need to put the same effort, and that's I also see this in many couples, that the women, they feel like they are doing everything to try out, that they feel like I'm trying everything and he's just not changing, and then the women feel really frustrated that they don't see any effort on the side of the partner. So I think that's kind of could be the first red flag. Like, of course, like I think when we want something to change, it won't change immediately. These are like things, you know, somebody's dealing with something whole life, or if you grow up in Czech Republic or Ghana, wherever, like we all grow up certain way, and then nobody can expect that we will change the way we behave for 20-30 years suddenly from day to day. But it's so important to see the effort. Like I always use the metaphor of building a bridge. When we want some change, like I start to build the bridge towards the partner, and I think if he's the right one, if it's the right relationship, he will start like coming from the other side and build the bridge as well. And Teresa, if I can ask you, like specifically, I think like the difference in managing money and supporting family members, I think it's quite typical for like most of the African countries versus European countries. Is there something specific like from Ghana which surprised you, like some kind of culture difference, or something they do, or something they eat, or something which you just didn't know about and then it surprised you?
I love their culture. I love their culture. I fall in love. I've been in Ghana this year and absolutely fall in love in everything, And one thing I seen in Africa, almost like I think Africa, not only Ghana, that Africans are very confident people. They have good self-confidence, and that's something what I would like to learn from. I would like to learn to be more self-confident. How they are. They absolutely don't know what is to feel shy. So yeah,
Yeah, no, this one is amazing. I love
yeah,
that you are saying it because I think it's true actually. And maybe also specifically us from Czech Republic, it might be, in my experience, a bit different than other European countries. But we kind of grew up the way like teachers telling us we are not smart enough, we are not good enough. And
exactly.
then you see people like in other countries, and as you say, in Ghana, Zambia, it's similar. People are just more confident, like they're like more positive, I would say also.
Yeah,
And
more
I love
positive,
it too, actually, the
more
self-confidence.
positive. And more open-minded. They see me. I've been there as a white woman. There was no any other white woman apart of me in a market or everywhere in a family, everywhere we go. At that time, there was no many tourists, and everyone accept me. Everyone welcome me. I absolutely doesn't feel unsafe. I feel 100% safe there.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
also they are very warm and welcoming.
yeah, yeah. My experience is the same, and I remember. I think when I was working in Uganda, every time I traveled back from Czech Republic, people like my colleagues, my friends were asking, "How is your family?" and like very like kind of showing interests. And then at times I kind of felt sorry for that the people in Czech Republic, they don't have the same reaction when I come to Uganda. Like nobody asks me how the people are, like showing this kind of care, which here in Africa it's really there, and that's I think another really great thing. So thank you for pointing that out.
Exactly. They are so free, confident. They know they don't care whether you look like that or you have face or what you are wearing. Yeah, they take you how you are. They
Yeah.
accept you how you are.
And yeah, I think this is a great thing we can unpack a bit, like the appearance and like that people are like even confident with the way they look. Because this is similar experience I have had in Africa and in Zambia. Like it's in Europe, I don't know about you, but the way I grew up, and I think it's still similar. Like there is that constant pressure, like you have to be slim enough, you have to be
Yeah.
beautiful enough, you are never like beautiful enough, and all this pressure, especially when you are growing up as a teenager. Like I mean, as when we grow up we get kind of smarter and we get over it, but it's really tough when growing up. And here in Africa, like people, nobody is or maybe like I don't want to generalize, but people don't get so crazy about that their teeth is not straight, or maybe they have like few kilos more or less, or that the hips are big. So like how was maybe you can talk a bit more about this, like how did you see this in Ghana, and maybe what we can get inspired from Africa as like Europeans concerning the appearance, the looks.
Yeah, that's exactly same what I'm thinking. And all of that, I think all of those aspects in Europe, it make us, as I'm saying, the low confidence that make us low
Mhm.
confidence, because in Africa they don't see that. They don't make, nobody will laugh of you if you have few kilo more, or
Mhm.
as you said that this
Yeah,
is the main reason.
yeah, and it actually show how the ideal of beauty is relative, because what is valid in Europe or Czech Republic, it's completely different in Africa. I have been living in Africa almost 12 years, and I remember all the teenage years I had, I tried to be slim. now I usually try to be fatter. Like I usually try to eat more so I can have few kilos more, because like honestly, like I find it nice when I have a hips or a bigger bum, because it looks better, I think. Like, and maybe I'm influenced by Africa, but that's the way we are. And I think it's actually amazing to see that one country has this ideal, one country has completely opposite, and it shows that there is not one way how we should look.
Exactly, and that open your eyes. That open your eyes even more than you thought. Yeah. So it gave me a lot. It changed your thinking, changed your values. So those problems you were thinking 5 years ago, now you don't think anymore, because you think, you know, that is a nonsense. It's not. It doesn't have value to think about those issues now. Yeah.
And
the things are getting easy.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
No, sorry.
I remember saying, like, I think a few years ago, when I had some friends who were complaining about how they look or that they are not slim enough, I was saying, you should come to Africa and to see like the difference, because it's really inspiring. Like, there are beautiful women here who have like big hips, big bodies, and they are proud to show that body. And I think that's something we can really learn from. And also, I think this is the bright side. Then there is this downside of this, that I also like met some of my clients or women who had the challenges with this. Like when you have this low confidence, when you're the way you were talking about it actually, and then you come to Africa or maybe also other countries, like now suddenly everybody is telling you like how beautiful you are, how amazing you are, and you are not used hearing this for whole your life. So it can be also tricky, because then there are a number of cases of women who go and then they kind of fall for some of these guys who just keep saying you're beautiful, and like then they end up being like hurt or scammed. So that I just wanted to point out that it can be tricky and you need to pay attention. But I love the fact that people here are self-confident, and the way the body is not that important.
Exactly.
Yeah. And now let me ask you about the food, because I saw on your Instagram, as I mentioned earlier, like you have your own blog, you have your Instagram, and I saw lots of dishes from Ghana. So how did you learn to cook, and what is your favorite Ghanaian meal?
Well, I fall in love cook African dishes. One day I just decided to surprise my partner and prepare him some African food. And I randomly find some video in YouTube and made him that food. I remember it was egusi stew, but I didn't know it's Ghanaian, and it's originally Nigerian. And I made a Ghanaian man the Nigerian food, but doesn't matter, yeah. So this is the time when it starts, and so from the beginning it was terrible. I didn't know exactly the measurement and how many I put each ingredient, so I only follow the videos. But as time goes on, as time I more cook, I learn, and at the end now I don't even need to watch any videos. So I get to learn especially from YouTube videos and from Instagram, where I get inspiration, and that helped me to learn. So.
And your partner was not teaching you?
Yeah, he showed me like 3 foods, but I'm that kind of person. I don't like someone in the kitchen with me.
Okay.
And yeah, so I like to do things my own. But of course, he always helped me from the beginning if something wasn't right. if something wasn't tasty from the beginning. Many food I spoiled, many food I wasn't tasty. So, but it needs to practice. It needs practice, and later, I would say now, I hardly overthought or put something wrong, and almost all the food turned up very, very nice.
And how is this actually?
Yeah, speak.
Yeah, no, I wanted to ask because I think also food is one of the kind of conversation starters, and it can be the bonding experience with his family. You mentioned you were in Ghana and you were visiting the relatives. Did this help somehow that you were interested in cooking, maybe to approach like the female members of his family?
Yes, of course. One thing is that sometimes my partner's mom, sometimes my partner's mother, help me a little bit by WhatsApp if I want to cook something from the beginning, especially. Then she writes some tricks how to cook such some dishes. So yeah, they were very surprised, especially African people are very surprised if they see some white woman or European woman who can cook their food. And most of them, they don't even believe you. They don't believe that some white woman can cook their food. And because they think that we are not cooking. We know cooking, and they think that food is not going to have a nice taste. And then when you show them, they are very surprised. They really surprised and don't believe it. But it, of course, it have positive aspect in a family, of course, because I think that women should be cooked to the man. I think is if the woman can cook for the man.
Yeah, I don't know if do you hear me, Terko, or we lost each other? Can you hear me?
I know. Yeah, I can
Okay.
hear you.
Maybe I think the connection is not the best. But yeah, on the cooking, like in our case, I also know how to cook the Zambian dishes, the vegetarian ones, of course. I am vegetarian and I don't cook meat because I don't even know how to cook any type of meat. But the way we do it in our house, when Zambian food is cooked, it's my husband cooking because let's face it, he has about 40 years of experience more of cooking of Zambian food, and it's just better. And maybe I am not typical, and I don't really enjoy cooking. I love eating, but not cooking. So I'm very happy with our arrangement that one day I cook, then other day my husband cook. And as you were saying that you love being in the kitchen alone, so I always say whatever works for the couple makes the sense for the couple. Like there is no way how to say this one is better, this one is better. So we are all different, and that's what's also exciting about it.
And I love cooking. I think I love more cooking than eating. But I eat all of their food, and we don't cook only African food. We try to. I don't want. I'm not. I don't want to forget. It's not good if you forget your culture. So we also cook some normal European dishes. So sometimes we cook African, sometimes we cook Czech Republic food, sometimes we cook something English or something what is just coming to my mind, or I see some inspiration. I like cooking. I'm happy if there's someone who is happy to eat it.
Yeah,
so
it seems I would be the perfect guest for you, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. If I know that the person is not gonna eat it or don't like it, then I have no motivation to cook. So, but I really enjoy it. I really enjoy cook.
And before we wrap up, I wanted to ask what are your future plans? Or because now you live in the UK, so you live kind of in a country which is not the home country of both of you. So I was just curious if you have any plans or like what is next for you?
What is next for me? I'm happy in England. I have no plan to move any other country. If my partner would like to move to Ghana, I like to go with him. I have absolutely no problem with living in Africa. I would like to try it, but I don't think he would like to. He's also happy in England. And well, we have some few plans for the future to finish some projects in Ghana, and then we will see. We will see.
Mhm.
I don't have really exact plans,
Yeah,
but
that's fine.
we wanted to finish some project in Ghana first, and then we can move
Mm.
next.
And I wanted to ask because actually, like when one of the couple live in the home country, it can bring some challenges. Like for example, like if I live in Zambia, so I don't have my family near. You are still in a foreign country. The same, the clients who are Czech and have their partners in Czech Republic, they also have the challenges maybe because of the English. Should they because in Czech Republic there is not so much English, so there are these challenges. So how is it when both of you live in like country which is not your home country? Like, do you have some challenges based on this?
Not really, England is multicultural country. There is everyone from all over the world. So I think I'm close to my country, so anytime I can go visit my parents, my parents every year. We can go to Ghana, visit his family. So I think the England, I feel very happy. I feel very happy, and I don't think about to move
Yeah,
somewhere else.
that sounds like a perfect place, like to kind of
Yeah,
also find compromise
yeah.
and
Like
to live in a
I think,
multicultural place.
sorry for disruption.
No,
I
no
can say, I
problem.
think say that England is good because you don't you don't feel it's multicultural country, so you don't face much racism. Like if
Mm,
we were to be, for example, in my country, you
mm,
get you can get many opportunities here. You can get job wherever you like. So, and it's not far from my country, and it's very easy to go Ghana as well because the
mhm.
flight connection is also simple. It's not difficult.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds a
Yeah,
great place actually. Like, yeah, that you avoid number of problems you might be having in other
exactly.
countries. And just a last question. So, if would you have some tip or advice for women who are in intercultural relationship, maybe specifically who are dating or a person from Ghana? Like, what would you advise to them?
Definitely. Uh, One thing very simple. Just don't jump into any marriage quickly. Make sure you get to know the man. If you can, go first, visit his country, his family, see how things are going in his country. Know him well. Make sure you know him well before you go to marriage.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
communication. Communication is also very important. It needs to be communication from both sides, not just one try and the other one is no willing to do nothing. It needs to
Mm-hmm.
be from both sides, and I think
Yeah.
that's very important.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's for
Beautiful. Yeah.
women, and for men, I can say choose wisely. Choose wisely which women you pick. And
Do you want to elaborate on that one?
well, we all are different. They are all different kind of people, different kind of men, different kind of women, but good ones. So in this time, in this world, we need to choose in wisely
Yeah.
and be open. Ask your partner any question, and don't be scared. Answer. Don't lie.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hide things, because at the end, it all brings only problems. So
Yeah. No, I think this is like amazing advice, because the communication, it comes almost in every interview I have with women who have partner from abroad. So it's like completely like the number one thing. And I
yeah,
also love that you said like don't jump into the marriage, which I am 100% with you on this one, because and I think you don't have to be in intercultural relationship to also take this advice, like with anybody, right?
yeah,
Like there is no reason to rush, and also from my own experience, I know that maybe getting married because of visa or paperwork, I
yeah,
wouldn't advise it. um,
yeah,
so it's better you like take your time, as you said, you date, you have your relationship, and then if you are
yeah.
you can get married. But yeah.
I understand there could be many reasons why too quick the marriage. Also, as you said, because of the documents. Also, the woman needs to understand that the guy needs documents. Without the documents, he can't do nothing almost. So, but of course, get to know the person. Get to know the person well. Just not to jump into marriage after half year or a few months.
Mm. Yeah. And
Just
I just, if I can, I just wanted to add on the documents, because this is like also the common perception that like, especially
yeah.
when there are men from abroad in Europe, like the issue of the documents. And I know other women who were, I think, having partners from Asia, that lots of people then have this kind of fear that the man wants to just marry because of the visa and he doesn't love her. And there are so many cases like this.
Mhm.
Um, and it's like that's when the like power inequality comes in. So as you said, like get to know the person, and you don't have to jump into it. And also I wanted to say, me living abroad, like I see it from the other side. It's because for us, like kind of permit for my partner is not issue at all, because we don't live in Europe. And I know how difficult it can be like to stay in other country, and how frustrating it can be like to
Mhm.
get the permits. And it's applicable for everybody basically. Like it's even if you are European and you live abroad, maybe outside of Europe, like it can be complicated. And I think I know lots of couples like who say like, if you are in intercultural couple relationship, be ready for paperwork, because it will be always there
Yeah.
on both sides, even when getting married or having children and the birth certificates. So it will be always there, and we need to be ready for that.
Yeah. You need to be ready and having a little bit of patience, because even later when when the partner get documentation and everything, later it could be also difficult if you want to travel somewhere, because that person still needs more visa. He needs
Yeah.
more things. Me as a European, we as a European, we don't need nothing. We are just easy to go. Yeah, but for those person from third world, they watching differently.
My son is joining me in the interview.
Oh, hello.
Um, yeah, yeah, and it's as you said, as European, it can be easy. But for example, in Africa now, like if we travel somewhere, it's my husband. He doesn't need anything, and I need visa almost everywhere. Who is that? That's Teresa. She lives in the UK. Yeah, so I think yeah, it's time to wrap up, because we
Uh-huh.
were speaking, and you see that my son he entered here.
Yeah,
So
it's okay.
so just if I mentioned, and he's playing with my light, so that's the life.
That's fine.
So if I mentioned that you have a blog and you cook African food. So if somebody is curious about what you do, where they can find you, how they can follow you.
Uh, they can follow me in Instagram. It's Teresa Her Life, Teresa Her Life, and There I share all my recipes, all my day life struggles. So
Yeah, I will put the link to Teresa's Instagram account
yeah,
so anybody can find it. So you can follow Teresa. I would say it's really interesting because I was checking on the foods and other things. So I really recommend check out Teresa and yeah.
yeah. So if someone would like to take some inspiration, if he can just simply follow me, and I'm gonna try posting more of food, more of recipes, and and the multicultural day life.
Yeah, yeah. So, Teresa, thank you so much for coming. Even if we had challenges with internet in the UK, that's another. I
Yeah,
always laugh when it happens because people think in Africa, if there is internet, it's terrible, and it happened to be already many times when the European internet is worse. So, thank you
unfortunately.
for the patience, and thank you that you came and shared about your story. It was really interesting. So, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you also very much for invitation for the talk. I'm very happy to meet you, to see you, and I wish you all the best on your journey.
Thank you, and same to you. And if anybody is watching and you have any questions, just drop them under the video. I will do my best to answer. Maybe Teresa as well, or you can
Yeah, of course,
approach us on
anything.
Instagram, both of us. So thank you and have a great day.
Yeah, for you the same. Thank you. Bye.